What's going on, guys? Quick video here for you guys just to kind of showcase the M80 here at Defencecon. Defencecon just went live about an hour and a half ago. Luckily on my lunch here I'm able to kind of hop on and take a look at this guy and kind of give the initial thoughts and initial look in person. Initially right off the rip, it's an Origin ship. You can kind of definitely feel that in the side winglets here, or I guess like intakes or the front thrusters here. Obviously it's got that F-35 feel. Air superiority is kind of what they're trying to go for, I think, with this kind of design that they have. But definitely a wicked looking ship. Probably one of my most anticipated, actually it is the most anticipated ship of Defencecon here, at least that we've got knowledge for. Yeah, initially here, remember when I had that video about the dispatch one? Well, in that video we didn't see the size 5, so we initially thought, oh, it's only got 2 size 4s like that on the sides. And then we saw the video for 4.8, and then they're like, oh yeah, look, there's 2 more guns. So these guns actually, and it's actually explained right here, and I'll show you in a second here. Excuse me. Thank you, man. Right here. Embrace elegance without compromising defense with the M80. Featuring Origin's famous sleek and sophisticated design, the ship's hull slyly hides an aggressive weapon system that can be unfurled and unleashed on assailants at a moment's notice. So, with that being said, that kind of just confirms the fact that there are for sure more weapons hidden under here, like we saw in the 4.8 patch release video. Just to quickly go over the exterior quick here. Obviously the design is the Origin kind of design language that we were talking about, but it also has a lot of the Kruger kind of styling to it, just with when it comes to the coloring. But classic Origin with the wheels that are usually found on the Origin ships is here again with the M80. So good to see that in that sense, to kind of again stick to that Origin design language. The best way to explain Origin in my mind is kind of like if you're to have a Mercedes but in space kind of deal, and it was a spaceship. But the cool kind of lighting little touches that they have here as well on the ends of the wings with the LEDs is a nice touch, kind of giving it almost like a set of rear tail lights for the ship as well. But what I wanted to actually mention back here, which I don't think a lot of people know, is actually it has a storage area. Yeah, it's definitely only like 1 or 2 SU here, but nonetheless it's a small little grid that you can use to store a couple boxes if need be, so you can kind of run some courier missions with that. But with that being said too, we can head inside. That's the ramp access button here. Someone just opened it up conveniently for us. Obviously the lights are a little bit crazy right now, but as you can see the interior here, we'll take a look. When it comes to the lighting in here, it's kind of got that, it's got the 300 series feel with the lines that are kind of coming across over the canopy like this, just like those 300 series ships. You have the bed area here, which is also lined with lights as well. I mean, hopefully they have an off button for those, because I mean, trying to sleep with these lights everywhere, I'm sure it would be not ideal. As you can see here too, easy component access for everything in here. It's a lot like the Warden when it comes to the interior sizing. Let's hop in the pilot seat while it's open right now, just because it's really busy here. Sorry about the frames, by the way. It is just brutal in here for frames. I think it's just because of how busy it is. But initial look on the cockpit here, as you can see, really good side picture all around. It's going to be great for dogfighting and stuff like that. Kind of sticking to that Origin design feel again with the cockpit styling. Very clean lines and everything here, again, Mercedes kind of style. We'll zoom in a little bit here as well. You can see Origin with the branding there. There's a little line mess up there, but we won't get too detailed with that. But nonetheless, the interior design of the actual cockpit and the joystick control and everything, very kind of premium feel. Here's the lighting systems here. We can turn that back on and off. You can take a look at the difference. So it kind of lights up the general area here with the white, and then when it's off, it has kind of like a low underglow as well. But pretty cool to see with that. We can turn them back on. Hopefully it's not too flashy back there. But yeah, you can see the different things: shields, weapons, radar. quick buttons and everything too, for especially people in VR. It's going to be probably a really cool thing. It's got boost here as well, looks like. But yeah, pretty cool to see this. This is going to be really good. Unfortunately, there's no power plant in it or anything, so I can't actually, or at least it's disabled, so we can't actually see what the UI would look like on there yet. But we'll get to that once it comes out. Again, storage here, which is good to see. We'll see how much. 1 million SCU. That seems wrong. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot, but quite a bit SCU of space there. Life support here. It's cool to see all the components just being so accessible. And I think I'll mention here as well too. Like, I usually will drive the 400i as my main kind of daily driver as well. And you know, with the same kind of styling with the staircase that comes out the bottom in the 400i. Same design language here. So I thought that was really cool that they kind of carried that across into this design as well too. Just to kind of nod to the 400i's design language, and hopefully that they'll continue the design language of that going forward into the new Origin ships that'll eventually come to us too as well. These here too, I'm pretty sure they have a similar thing of these, like these little panels with the numbering on it on the 400i too in the top back section, and I'm not really sure what that means, but cool nonetheless. They have them here on this side too. You can see with the coloring too, it actually looks a lot better when it's kind of like the bluish green hue. And yeah, the other thing I was going to mention here before we grab that pilot seat, but you can actually see over here, this dude's kind of in the way, but you can actually place, I think it's 3.25 SCU containers. So if you were to take it for courier missions, you could definitely do that too. It looks like you can set up with a gun rack here with two normal weapons like ARs and stuff like that, but probably not snipers or like the larger ones, and then your pistols and multi-tools you can put there as well too, which is good to see. Here's actually, we'll close this up again so we don't fall out. Right here is actually the lighting system here, so we can turn them on. Well, actually brightens it up quite a bit actually. That's actually much better there when it comes to being inside. And then this is the auxiliary, so that's what we were looking at before. And then there's emergency as well with the flashing, which is really cool too actually. They did a really good job with the lighting in here. Really nice. But yeah, it would be nice to throw these lights off if possible if you're trying to take a nap, because that would be brutal to try and sleep. But it looks like this one's missing, which I think would be the power plant, I'm assuming. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of the initial thoughts, kind of walk around of the M80. There's another component bay here, which I think is the radar here. But yeah, initial thoughts, awesome ship. I mean, you know, if I was going to drop any bands on this game, it would probably be for something like this. Ideally, it would be for the 400i, but I still think it just needs a bit of work and stuff. But this is, again, a great addition to the Origin lineup, and I'm really hoping that with the success of this one, if it does really well, that they can go, okay, well, maybe we do need to bring some more Origin ships in, or work on what we have and make them better, you know? So hopefully, maybe this year's going to be the year of Origin. Who knows? Drake guys will probably rip me up for that one, but yeah, excited to see the rest of Defencecon. We'll see the pricing for this most likely on Saturday, when the Origin Day is, with the RSI and Kruger ships on May 16th and 17th there. But anyway, guys, enjoy Defencecon. See you on the verse. Have a good one.